Hello, I'm Stefanie Ruiz. I'm an immigrant, and for my thesis, I wanted to understand immigrant volunteering and its consequences for integration. The question I want to start us off with is, how can we find connection in a world so full of division? Personally, I've had the pleasure of having lived in 5 different countries, and I noticed that as I got settled in, I felt most connected to people whenever I volunteered in local initiatives. As I came across similar stories from other immigrants, I started to wonder if this idea could be studied from an academic perspective. Therefore, for the first chapter of my thesis, I decided to look at social theory to see what could create a connection between immigrants and non immigrants on a theoretical level. I found that what makes volunteering such a powerful tool towards integration is its function as a trade. By volunteering, an immigrant gives time and energy. The non immigrant supplies the volunteering venue and materials. In turn, the non immigrant receives voluntary work and new partners. The immigrant receives a new network and resources that are necessary towards integration. For the second chapter, I looked at what the numbers say. A statistical analysis of immigrants who volunteer in Canada actually shows that newcomers who engage in volunteering experience a higher level of integration. However, there was a surprising additional discovery. Specific types of volunteering are associated with specific types of integration. What do I mean by that? For instance, volunteering in a help-related organization meant immigrants felt socially integrated into the host society. Volunteering in a youth-related organizations meant that immigrants felt more psychologically integrated. I wanted to dig deeper into these findings and chose to interview 22 immigrants for the third chapter of my thesis. The idea was to explore whether their personal, subjective experiences mirrored what the numbers were saying. I interviewed 11 immigrants who volunteer in help and youth related organizations and 11 immigrant acquaintances who do not volunteer. And I found that compared to the non volunteers, immigrants who do volunteer actively take control over their integration process, consciously or subconsciously, giving each other hope for a better future they contributed to. I honestly cannot imagine a better way to find connection than working together towards a greater good, despite the differences in citizenship, race, gender, and religion. And in the end, isn't that empowerment and hope what integration is truly about?